and gentlemen, welcome back to the checkered flag endurance group April Fool's Day extravaganza here in Rfactor2. We have here right now, around the same track as just now with the go-karts, the Mario Kart mod track, but now we have the official content from Rfactor2. We have the Renault Clio Cup cars. Could be a very, very interesting race, much more bumping and barging. These cars are very, very good at taking the beating, but we shall see who can come out on top for this race. It was Martin Hemmingsen who took the win last time, starting in 6th place this time, and we have Peter Jones, who I believe came 2nd in the last race, starting at the back of the field, along with Lucas Lichten on the back row there. Lots of horns going off in preparation for this race. New entry in Mantis Ricus for this race, but here we go. We are underway, and as a false start by someone at the back, Turk Acton getting a very good start off the line, goes side by side with Paul Holt into the first corner, and will he get? Oh, there's a spin further back. Oh, it's Carnage. Who's that backwards? It's Tony Jansen. He's again having a terrible time of things as he recovers the car, going back in the right direction. But here we go, Paul Holt coming into the tunnel. He is ahead, but he's going to lose out by to Turk Acton at the start there, going wide into that tunnel. Oh, there's another spin. Who's that? That is Mark Hemmingsen. He was last time's leader. He's out of this running at the moment. He's having a spin. There's another spin on the back straight. Paul Holt is around. Looks like he's had contact with the leader of Turk Acton. But here we go into the first corner again. Everyone's going very sideways. But Turk Acton there in a bit of a lead. He's got about 8 tenths of a second gap to James Hamilton behind him. Can he continue to grow that lead going forwards? It looks like it's maintaining at the moment, using all the track and then some. But here we go, moving on into the next lap. There's a big rabble behind as we move through the field here, and my terrible camera skills. And here we go, side by side there, Mantis Ricus and Max Scholten. Oh, Magnesio game very sideways, managing to hold on with that front wheel drive power of the Clio Cup car. And oh, who's that going? That's Lucas Lichten going very sideways, losing 2 positions into that corner. Contact ahead. Who's that? That's Mantis Ricus and Max Scholten there, going side by side. And very good. Who's that? Paul Holt just disobeying track. Oh, that's Mantis Ricus into the barrier. Oh no! That's a big accident there. Lucas Lichten going up onto the side of the course, but he's managed to keep on going. But Mantis Ricus is a big loser out there. Martin Hemmingsen going back through the field through all this carnage. Paul Holt and Pete Jones side by side into this next section here, into the tunnel. Oh, Paul going very wide. He's hoping he can get the cut back on the inside. He's going across the course. That's completely fine to do. No issues with that there. So I forgot Paul to lap down. Here we go. That's James Hamilton in 2nd place out. Oh my goodness, Lizio going very sideways again. He's managed to get the overtake done though. Contact behind him there, with Paul Holt getting in the way of the the traffic ahead of him. But Canizio, the winner in this situation, in 2nd place, 3 seconds back from his teammate Turk Acton, all the way up in the lead there. He's had a bit of a tricky corner going into the final corner there, but he's managed to keep a hold of it. But Paul Holt being a massive nuisance to the cars ahead, getting in the way. Canizio 2nd. Oh, big accident. Paul Holt's been punted into the wall. He's on his roof. He's back on his wheels. He'll manage to keep that going. He's going to pull across track, crash into the barrier again. There's Lucas Lichten going past Tony Jansen there. He also had a terrible start, getting spun out. Max Scholten as well down the order. And Mantis Ricus, who's a new entry for this round, he is currently going 6th place around midfield. Martin Hemmingsen. Oh, big crunch there. Oh, that's in a camera angle. What's happened here? Looks like Max Scholten getting the tunnel very wrong. Paul Holt there. Oh, sick tricks off the ramp. He's having a good time now. Perfectly landing it. There's Turk Acton there. 3.5 seconds ahead of Canizio in the tunnel. Look, James Hamilton going very sideways through the tunnel, managing to hold it just, but that's bringing Peter Jones into the fray behind him. His big lunge into the final corner. He's trying to make up that gap. And Hamilton going wide at the exit. But James Hamilton managing to hold on just for now, but not for long. Here comes Jones around the inside, using the red pig car with that very funky looking pig on the top and the bonnet. He's managed to get round there. He's got through on the inside, but now he has to defend from Hamilton coming into the tunnel. A tight line, a nice exit. He's got the speed, but Hamilton's got more speed. A bump in the back there. He's trying to push him forwards. Early brain from Hamilton to try and get a better run. Hamilton is getting involved in this as well. It's a three-way fight here for the final podium position. And all big lockups there. There goes Hamilton going very, very wide there. And he's also getting caught by Hamilton, who is very close behind. He's looking to capitalise very can. He's going to go on the inside into the next corner. Can he make it stick through the tunnel? Let's wait and see. Oh, they're side by side. They're touching wheel to wheel, going through tyre smoke. Oh, more contact there. Oh, and Hamilton just about saves it. Very, very close racing there. And Peter Jones is just pulling away with this. That's exactly what he needs. They're still fighting coming into the first corner now. Oh, Hamilton doing a big dive. Is he going to be able to keep that in? He's managed to bring it back before Hamilton gets the cut back. But now Hamilton does have a better exit. He's got a long side, but he's on the outside line now coming into the tunnel. Can he keep that speed around the outside? Doesn't look like he can. He's going to try and get a better exit and get alongside again, and there's more contact between them. Hamilton going on the inside of the curb there, and he's just not going to be able to, or is he? He's going to hold that line, just about losing position there to Hamilton coming into the next lap with 9 minutes to go. Can he keep the position? Looks like he can get through there. Hamilton building a gap now to Hamilton, and he's going to pull away and start tracking down Peter Jones ahead. Meanwhile, just ahead of them, Nizio is getting stuck in with Paul Holt for no apparent reason other than Paul Holt's looking for some fun. Currently 5 laps down on the other cars. On the leader is Paul Holt, but he's looking for someone to race, and why not? Nizio is 3.7 seconds behind his WSCC teammate in Turkka Hakkinen, who is dominating this race. He's managing to pull away very quickly. There's a big crash. Who's that? That's Max Scholten. He's had an incident there. He's rolling backwards, so he stole the car. Who's that flipping? That's Tony Janssen as well. He's on the inside. Oh, he's pulling across the racing line. Everyone managing to avoid that accident there. Are people taking the jump? Paul is on his roof. That looks like it's his race over. Or is he? Yeah, he's flipping. There we go. He's back in. He is continuing. Can he get to the end of this race is the question. There we go. Turkka Hakkinen pulling away even more. He's gained another second over his teammate Michael Nizio. And then Peter Jones does have some pressure from Hamilton behind him now. Very close behind. He's going to make contact into the final corner, try and push him out the way. He's pushed him wide to go around the inside. Fantastic move. He can pull it off, but he's going to have the he's not going to have the line for the first corner. Pete Jones managing to pull away and get the better line into the first corner. And he's just have to sit back and wait until the next opportunity. He's going to have to pull in some time through the tunnel here. He needs to get a good run. A surprisingly difficult corner going through there. He's managed to lose a bit of time. Someone off in the side there was that Tony Janssen. He's going somewhere. He's exploring the track, it seems. The crowd loving this at the moment. Pete Jones pulling away from Hamilton behind them. Someone really, really rattling that horn that surprisingly in these Clio Cup cars. That looks like it's Hamilton. He's trying the distraction tactics on Peter Jones to try and get back. Or is that the car behind? Yes, it is. Looks like it's Hamilton. Oh, he's taking the jump. He's taking the jump. He's into the barriers on his roof. You have to play back with perfectly synchronized with Janssen there. He's done very well. Well, Hamilton has really fallen off the back of this field. And Janssen there, he's somewhere. And he's in 8th place. Scholten in the pits, he's given up. And then Paul Holt, who is 7 laps behind, still going, cocking that back wheel up, arresting the motion. And then there's Hakkinen, 8 seconds nearly ahead of Peter Jones. What happened to Michael Nizio? He's gone way down the order. What happened to him? He's had a big crash somewhere. He's now 2 laps down on the leader. We missed that. Oh, there was Hamilton taking a big jump, and Tony Jansen behind him. Fantastic stuff to see there. Hakkinen taking a very wide line. The final corner, a lot of speed he's managed to carry, taking NASCAR lines through that corner. And into the first corner there, he's going to get round Mantis Freakus. Someone's had a big accident into that corner. You could hear the smash. Looks like it was Hamilton. Again, having some issues. There's not really any fights going on at the moment. There's 5 minutes of this race to go, but everyone's fighting with people who they are not actually racing. So here's Mantis Freakus challenging the leader now. Is he going to try and lap himself? What on earth was Nizio? Good try. Good try. Oh, he's been helped out by Hamilton. He's back on. That was a fantastic bit of teamwork from the identical cars there. And Nizio returned the favour by smacking Hamilton in the rear. Fantastic. But yeah, that was a fantastic move there. Managed to hook the car up onto the fencing and just ride it around the outside. Hamilton has found the handbrake in that car. Tokyo drifting. Here goes Nizio over the jump. Oh! Oh, that was a big crash behind then. Looks like poor Holt managed to land on top of 2 other drivers there. Well, Hakkinen continuing to dominate this race. 9.2 seconds ahead of Martin Hemmingsen, who has had a fantastic comeback into this race, starting way down the field. But he's managing to pull that back through the misfortunes and the mischief of others. Currently only 3 cars now on the lead lap. Lucas Lichten is just under 20 seconds behind the leader, who will be getting lapped fairly soon. Comes in there having a battle with Peter Jones, who has fallen way down the order, and will be looking to get past as soon as possible maybe, or we could just be wanting to fight for the fun of it. You can see Tony Jansen there, he looks like he missed the jump. What's Nizio doing? Yes, Filippo, you can join the 3rd race if you search for CFEG in the Rfactor2 server list. You'll find it there. The password is blue shell yeet, all one word, and we can see that's exactly what Nizio is doing, yeeting all the way over the barrier, cutting out half the course. So the final race of the evening will be another 15-minute race involving the Brabham, I think BT20 60 Formula 1 cars of the rFactor base content. So that will be even more hectic than it is now, because those cars are very interesting to drive. So feel free to join us, spread the word if you want to join for the final race of the evening, or even join the league itself. Head on over to our website, which you should be able to see in the description, and have a look what's coming up. We have our first proper one-off event of the season coming up in a week's time, or it's under a week on Sunday, the 7th of April. That will be a 4-hour race, multi-class race, around Dubai in the Rfactor2 LMP2 GTE and GT3 cars. It'll be a team event, so you need 2 drivers at least for the event, between 2 and 3 drivers. So find a friend, sign yourself up. The deadline for the the deadline for livery submission, if you're using the custom livery, will be tomorrow. So if you are looking to get involved with that, get in when you can. Nizio's given up. Don't know where he's going. So what have we got going on here? Turka Hakkinen is still away. He's lost a bit of time to Martin Hemmingsen. Turns out Turka and Martin, and to an extent Lucas, are the only ones actually doing some proper racing at the moment. Yeah, it's been a very interesting event. Tony Hansen there again, just flying off the circuit. Looks like that's a shortcut for the tunnel. Yes, it is, but it's definitely not quicker, as we've just seen, because it involves you flipping. Don't worry, Felipe, there'll be some time while we reconfigure the server for the cars, so you have plenty of time to join. 40 seconds left of this race, and we will crown our second winner of the evening. Maintaining the gap very nicely is Turk Hakkinen to Martin Hemmingsen. But what's going on further down the field? We have people fighting. Oh, who was that? That was Hamilton having a big slide into the first corner. May have been helped along with that one. Nizio there again, disobeying the track limits, and lots of smoke coming from those tyres. There you go, side by side with Peter Jones coming to the first corner. It looks like Peter's going to have the advantage. He's got past, that's not the position, but it was a good overtake nonetheless. Nizio taking the shortcut. Can he land it? He can. Oh, but he's been collected by Hemmingsen. That would have been fantastic if he could pull that off, but he definitely hasn't. There we go, Hakkinen winning this race, or is he's on his final lap, possibly. Big crunches behind. But that is our second winner of the evening, and that was quite the race, and it still continues to be rather interesting. So Lucas Lichter just on his side, not able to go anywhere. But here we go, over the line, I believe, for the final time, and then this is where everyone now loses their minds. There's Hemmingsen just sitting in the track, Hamilton going the wrong way. There's sumo wrestling going on further down the field. What on earth is all this? And here's Nizio giving a good old punt to Paul Holt. So that's the end of this race, and full stream for now. Again, there'll be a short break as Hakkinen takes a victory fly. A short break while we reconfigure the server, and we will be back with the final race of the evening in the CFEG Group April Fool's Day Extravaganza here in Rfactor2. Goodbye.